Welcome back into Rounding Third Baseball, episode 260. The Tigers have coughed up a hairball. I'm Nick, and we have Harrison tonight. How are we doing tonight, Harrison?
Fantastic. How we doing?
Doing pretty good. This week is shaping up just like we thought it would. And, Guardians took 2 out of 3 against the Tigers. Looks like the Guardians are going to fall short tonight. They're down 4-2 going into the ninth. But, yeah, man, this is still shaping up to be pretty wild. But
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm still a little surprised because did not expect the final week to be this exciting. And here we are with 4 games left for a lot of these teams, and it's utter chaos.
Yep. We will dive into all of it. But first, make sure you follow and like us on Facebook. You can subscribe on YouTube. You can also follow on Instagram, Rumble, and TikTok. You can also listen on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. We also have our affiliate sponsors, Dick's Sporting Goods, MLB Shop, and Lids. You can find these links on the tops of all of our socials. So if you do any shopping with these companies, please do so through our links as we get a nice little kickback with no additional cost to you. Just a great way to support the podcast. Also have our Rounding Third store on Etsy. If you search Rounding Third Baseball, you can find sweatshirts, t-shirts, tumblers, phone cases, whole bunch of stuff on there. Just a great way to support us and to get our name out there. So check that out, Rounding Third on Etsy.
Plus, you'd look good in some merch. Come on.
1,000%. We also are building a little community on Patreon. So it's very focused and it's very, fan of the show friendly, where we're going to be doing some watch parties. There's going to be exclusive merch drops in there and stuff like that. So just a cool little spot that we can talk baseball whenever we want. So you can become a member of Rounding Third on Patreon. So give that a look. All right. Let's dive into all the little news. Then we'll get to the playoff races, all of that stuff as we go on. Corbin Carroll, 30-30 season, the first in Diamondbacks team history. Does this surprise you at all?
I mean, does it surprise me that he did it? No. Does it surprise me it's the first time in team history? A little bit. As I was saying before we went on the show, like I envisioned that there would have been somebody on this team that had done this before at some point in time. There's been a lot of good hitters that have come through Arizona over the years. I just kind of assumed there'd been a 30-30 season along the way. And I was surprised to find out there wasn't. Not at all shocked that he did it. Clearly, he's been showing since day one in the Major League Baseball that he's capable of just about anything. And a very cool accomplishment for Corbin Carroll, and pretty neat to have him as the first guy in team history to do it.
Yeah, I mean, like guys that have power from Arizona. I think Luis Gonzalez is the first one to pop into mind, but his most stolen base total in a season is 20 with Houston. I just looked it up.
Yeah.
So definitely not a 30-30 candidate, but yeah, Corbin started off this season crazy red hot, hitting the ball out of the ballpark like crazy. It was pretty wild. So good for Corbin Carroll and the Diamondbacks. I hope they can refine the stride next year. I mean, they're still not mathematically out of this thing, which is crazy.
No.
But let's call it how it is. I think they're out. But
and just on the topic of the D-backs today, Nick. So they were supposed to pitch Zach Gallen today, and they chose at the last minute to go bullpen game. I don't understand the decision in a game that matters against the division rival to punt on the game. Did I miss something?
They have to end with San Diego, right?
Yes.
So maybe they're saving him for a quote unquote must win game. Not that none of these are must win now, but maybe that's the reason, is line up your rotation for the final 3 games of the year to make sure or give you a better chance to win.
I mean, maybe, but I just, when you're a game back and you've got 4 left, you can't really afford to just kind of punt on any of them in hopes that you can make it up somewhere else. I was really just shocked that you opted to take Zach Gallen and skip him and roll a bullpen game out there and get your heads kicked in by the Dodgers in a game that really you needed to have.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's a good point.
Strange.
I
It's
don't
a
know.
strange call. I don't get it.
Yeah. And maybe they're looking at the matchups, potential matchups for the Padres coming into the next series, and Padres might be resting guys. So maybe it's they're looking at it like, hey, maybe we should line up our starting pitching for this series while they're, possibly resting guys. They're getting guys some work versus trying to win ball games since the Padres already clinched. So maybe that's it. I don't know. It's a great question.
Yeah,
But
strange
they
one.
do. They need all. Yeah. Crazy. All right. We're going to get into the two MVP candidates here right now. Aaron Judge hits 50 plus home runs in a season for the fourth time. He joins Babe Ruth, Mark McGwire, and Sammy Sosa as the only four players in MLB history to do it 4 or more times. Now, this dude's an animal. We've been saying it nonstop all year, every year that we have seen Aaron Judge play. He's incredible. But does he win the MVP award this year?
It's the daily question right now, and
It is.
And so I want to say it was Jeff Passan today put out he had tweeted that he had spoken to a number of front office execs again, but also some of the writers and a friend of his who's actually a voter. And it sounds like it is still very much split with how people are going to vote. And I think, I think both of these guys are deserving. I mean, Aaron Judge is going to win a batting title. He's going to hit 50 plus home runs. It's kind of silly what he's done this year. Cal Raleigh is sitting at 60 home runs out of the catcher position. Also silly what he's done this year. At this point, flip a coin. Either one of them can win it. I still contend that this is Cal's award to do what he's doing offensively out of the catcher position, playing Gold Glove defense with one of the best pitching staffs in baseball, and meaning so much to his team. Mm-hmm. I just don't see how you can't give it to him. I mean, not that Judge doesn't deserve it, but name me a season where a catcher's done this before, ever in the history of baseball.
No,
you can't.
And
plenty Johnny of outfielders have gone out and hit 50 home runs.
Right. Yeah, Johnny Bench is the closest comparison you can get to a season that Cal Raleigh's having. Incredible. So Judge is sitting on 366 career home runs at 33 years old. So we're still averaging, last two seasons, 58, 51. So say he averages, heck, we'll even go low ball. Say he 40 home runs for the next 7 years. That's 280 more home runs, which puts him at what, 640?
Yeah, that'd put him at 640.
Does he get to 600? Let's just put the 600 number out there.
If the over under 600, I'm going to take the under, only because I guess two things. One, health, how well he holds up. The track record's not super. And two, these big body guys just don't age well. And he's just a humongous dude. I mean, 6'7", 280, still run around the outfield. He's going to have to become a full-time DH here sometime in the near future. These big body guys don't hold up great. I'm not banking on health. I think I think if in the next 7 years, he gives you an average of 30 home runs a year, 35 home runs a year, maybe, that's probably pretty good. So I think I see him in the probably 550 range, maybe 575. I don't think he cracks 600. He 1,000% could, and I'd love to see him do it. I wouldn't bank on him having the health he needs to get to that milestone.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I think 575 is actually a pretty good number because these next couple of years he could still put up 50 plus. Heck, could even hit 60 again, right? And then, like you said, towards the back end, he's going to kind of trend downwards. I don't think he's going to fall off, but he could trend downwards for sure. And Luke, this is a great point. Buster Posey for a season for a catcher. His season was pretty incredible too. That's a great call on that.
It was.
Yeah, if he stays healthy in that minor league ballpark in New York, Cal would have 8 to 10 more home runs if he played there.
And I think
Yeah, but
I think
it's fair.
look at
But
kind of look at Stanton as an example. Stanton's a couple years older than Judge. His physical collapse started a little bit sooner.
mhm.
But it's another one of these big-bodied, big swing guys that can still hit them. It's just a matter of how often can they be out there to do it.
Yeah. John, to your point, I saw the silliest argument between Yankees fans and Red Sox fans today. The Yankees fans were calling Fenway Park an absolute joke because of the left field wall and how close it was. And I'm just like, you guys have the same thing in right field with a shorter wall. So, I mean, are both kind of gimmicky? Yeah, both parks are gimmicky as heck. But you're only a product of the field that you get to play in. And unfortunately, or fortunately, if you're a Yankees fan, Aaron Judge knows how to use his ballpark. He drives the ball the opposite way, the way you're supposed to.
Yep.
He uses that field to his advantage. And that's a sign of a great hitter. But man.
Judge hit 2 last night, both to right center and right field.
Yep.
And he lets the fastball get deep and just flicks it out. And
yeah,
more power to him. It works.
Yeah. I don't think he needs any more power, but that's fine.
No. I mean, a lot of his home run balls would travel out of anywhere. But I did see a stat the other day, and I was trying to find it. I can't now, but it was basically saying if you took Aaron Judge and Cal Raleigh and switched them, Cal would actually have fewer home runs. And I think it's because he's hit a lot of them to left, where Yankee Stadium to left is not as friendly. I got to see if I can find it, but it was basically saying that if they switch places, he would not have had the same number of home runs.
Yeah, because Cal's hit 20 right-handed, right? He's got 20 from each side. I don't know exactly the exact numbers from each side of the plate, but he's the only player ever to hit 20 plus home runs from each side of the plate in a single season. So that's
so he's sitting at 30 and 30. Is that how that breaks down?
Oh yeah, exactly split. I don't really know.
That's a wild split.
I don't think it's 30-30, but it's pretty close.
That's pretty cool.
John Carter, this is another great one. I don't mean to keep beating the Mauer drum, but 365, 28 homers, 97 RBIs, Gold Glove, Silver Slugger, MVP, missed the first 5 weeks of the season. Yeah, another great season for sure. But yeah, I mean, listen, no slight against Aaron Judge. I've said it the last few shows, but it's just I don't think this is going to come out not how I want it to, but this isn't his year to win the MVP. Right? And it's weird that I'm saying that because he's leading in almost all the other offensive categories. But for me personally, I don't think it's his year. Just because of the historic factor from Cal Raleigh. And people are like, well, you have the guy that's leading at everything versus the historic factor. And yeah, that's a thing. And that's an argument to have, legit. Should it go to somebody that's having one historic season of one particular stat? I don't know. Or should you give it to the guy that's leading in everything but home runs? Right? I mean, that it is an argument to have. And I think that's where the argument is. For me, it's Cal on both sides of the ball. It's where he's bringing the Mariners himself. And the Mariners feel it. I watched the celebration last night. I stayed up until 2:00 watching them. And they have all flocked around that kid and what he is bringing to that organization. He's the clear leader in the clubhouse right now, I think.
Yeah, so, and I think that was beginning to trend over the last couple of years as he's become more of a veteran. It's only his 5th year in the league. Let's not forget. He's not even 30 yet. And he's continued to improve. He's continued to take on more of a leadership role. And I think this year it's clear and obvious that he is the guy. He is the guy in the clubhouse. He's the guy that makes things go.
Yeah. Handles the pitching staff. Handles the offense. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And dropping that quote 2 times,
Yep.
doubled up on it. I mean, absolutely incredible.
Might as well win the whole thing, right?
Yep, absolutely. So
And over here, Michael agrees. What Cal is doing is historic. It's his MVP to lose. I think
Yep.
that's how most of us feel. Does Aaron Judge deserve the MVP? Absolutely. But
right.
unfortunately, like you said, it's not his year because Cal is doing something that's never been done before.
And now this might also seem weird, but if Cal ended at 58 or 59, I think we have an argument. I think I could lean more towards Judge. As soon as Cal hit 60, for me, it threw the MVP award like in the casket, shut, case closed, done. Like that's it.
Yep.
It's over and buried. But yeah, so Cal joins only Ruth Maris and Aaron Judge, so his name comes up again as the only AL players to reach the 60 home run mark. And 59 was not a cheapie. That thing was crushed, man.
That was a bomb.
Like upper deck. And then 60 was down and in. He extends nicely and just rips it into the right field seats for number 60. Place goes absolutely bananas. Comes out, does the curtain call. But yeah, I hate that we keep kicking this horse, right? And it seems like it's been dead for a while. But see, this is where I kind of disagree with you, Musicum. I think the Yankees still get into the playoff without Judge in the lineup. I really do. And if they don't, they're closer to the playoffs than the Mariners would be without Raleigh.
Yeah.
They would be. The Mariners lineup is stacked now, Musicum, but it wasn't. You remember around the trade deadline, the Mariners were struggling offensively because teams were starting to pitch around Cal to make everybody else beat him. Julio Rodriguez, nowhere to be found. Randy Arozarena, hot for 4 or 5 games, then nowhere to be found. And then who was picking up the slack? No one. They had no one hitting.
Yep. I mean, hell, you had Robles out for most of the season too when he went into the netting in San Francisco.
Right. So Mariners would have been 3rd place, 4th place finish easy in the AL West if Cal Raleigh wasn't on this team. The Yankees would still be there. The Yankees are the Yankees. Now, again, not taking anything away from Judge, but that team can put up runs with or without him. I mean, even when Judge was out of the lineup for 10, 12 games, the Yankees were still, I think, 9-3, 8-4. Like it was like they didn't miss a beat. They have 7 guys in their lineups with 20 plus home runs.
Well, and I think what's interesting too, you look at the Yankees pitching staff, they've given up almost the exact same number of runs this season as the Mariners, and we consider the Mariners to be elite. And then the Yankees have outscored the Mariners by 75 runs. I mean, the Yankees are good. The only question was going to be health, which they had their moments. But that team is good. They've got some struggles, sure, but it's a good team.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Mariners lineup is stacked now. I agree. Adding Josh Naylor and Gino Suarez, yeah, absolutely. And it's going to put a jolt into the rest of the guys in that lineup because they're like, hey, we got protection now. We're going to see pitches to hit. We better not miss them. And they haven't. Mariners are rolling. But for me, I'm taking the historic factor. I'm taking Cal this year. But it is going to be an interesting vote. It's going to be a very close vote. And either way, it's not wrong. But Musicum says Judge wins MVP. Maybe if Cal gets to 62 or if he gets to 63, you can't give it to Judge at that point. If he breaks the AL record for home run, there's no way.
I don't at this point when it comes to the voter to the people that vote on this stuff. I don't assume anything. I hope that they get it right. But I mean, this Yankees team mashes. I mean, you've got what do you got? You got Judge at 51, Grisham at 34, Jazz is a 30-30 guy, Bellinger's got 29, Ben Rice has got 24, Stanton hit 21 in 74 games.
Right, all last week.
Right. Wells has got 21. Although Volpe's had his struggles, he's hit 19. this team mashes. Like they score runs. Judge is
Yeah.
a huge part of that, no doubt. But
Yeah.
and honestly, like you can argue about the MVP. You can take Judge. You can take Raleigh. It honestly doesn't matter. Both guys are deserving. Now
Yeah.
it's just a matter of who's actually gonna take it home.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it still could go either way. I said earlier in the show I thought 60 cemented it. It cements it for me. Because I've watched Cal Raleigh all year, like quite a bit.
Yep.
And again, not trying to downplay what Judge is doing. He's an absolute freak.
Well, that's
But he's
it's
not
like it's like everything else in this world right now. Like if you have a different opinion, it's immediately like an attack on the other person.
right.
Nobody's attacking Aaron Judge. Aaron
No.
Judge is probably the best player in baseball, period. Probably
End of
one of
story.
the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the best hitters we'll ever see in terms of what he can do. Nobody's taking that away from him. But he's not a catcher. He's in a low value defensive position. Cal
He's
Raleigh
not even
is
in a
critical.
defensive position right now.
Well, he's back and forth, but yes, I mean Raleigh DHs too. In fairness, Cal Raleigh spent a quarter of the season at DH too, so you
That's
can throw
fair.
that argument out. It's it's right field versus catcher. It's apples, it's oranges. It's a crazy season from Cal that we'll probably never see from a catcher ever again.
Yeah. And Musicum, we get it. We do. We're not. I'm not slighting Judge. I'm not being like, oh, Judge shouldn't be in the MVP category. No, absolutely not. Because he should be. And again, I'm not going to be upset if he wins it. But for me, it's just no one has ever seen this out of a catcher. Period. End of story.
I mean,
like the point you made, we have seen this out of outfielders before. Aaron Judge did it a couple of years ago. Right? Yeah.
Honestly, if either one of those guys wins it, it doesn't break my heart. And honestly, in any other season, Judge is the runaway MVP. Like it's not even a discussion.
Landslide.
There's nobody like it's probably unanimous.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Cal Raleigh just so happened to have a historic season, and now all of a sudden it's a conversation. But based on all the conversations that are being had amongst the reporters and front office execs, it looks like the whole world is basically split 50-50.
But as they should be.
Yep.
I mean, as they should be. What if he hit 60 homers? Musicum, if Judge is at 60, we're not even talking about this.
No, it's end of story.
Yeah.
I mean, he won't because there's 4 games left.
Okay,
I guess
so you think
3 games and 2 innings.
We're giving too much value to Raleigh because he's a catcher. Like, yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Because he shouldn't.
The whole world is.
He shouldn't have the legs to still have the power here in September. He shouldn't. Like it's freak. But man, and this is another great point, Mike. If Cal's playing on the East Coast, there's no argument Cal's the runaway with an MVP. And that has something to do with it. They were talking about it last night on a few broadcasts, really, because I flipped over to the Astros A's and they were talking about this and how the East Coast doesn't get to see Cal Raleigh that much. They don't get to see what he brings to the field other than just his hitting. Because, we blast the home runs all over social media and all over the news outlet, but you don't see how he handles this pitching staff on a night in, night out basis. How he frames pitches, how he blocks balls in the dirt. Like he is a platinum glove winner, right?
Well, that's one of the, so MLB.com had put an article out just in the last couple of hours saying that they think the wild card to the whole thing is with Cal is the defensive quality he gives behind the plate, and the fact that all the standard metrics, WAR, et cetera, don't necessarily accurately reflect what a catcher does, because he's also in an era where there's 2 or 3 like defensive only catchers who skew that.
Yeah,
but Cal Raleigh is, I mean, it doesn't get much better than him defensively. Maybe a Patrick Bailey, in terms of just straight up defense.
Martin Maldonado a couple of years ago,
kind of in his prime.
Yeah,
but defensively, there's not many better than Cal.
Joseph, this is an interesting point pulling for Raleigh to break the AL record because baseball doesn't want that. Think about it. The AL home run record has stayed in New York its entire existence. Ruth, Maris, Judge. So all of a sudden you get a Mariner in there.
Yeah, it's the only. Michael made that point here over on Patreon. So he'd be the only non-Yankee to do it.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty impressive. And obviously there's some prestige and mystique to the whole Yankee thing, and which makes it interesting. But it is really cool to see a position that is normally known for defense with maybe a little bit of offense have a season like this where all of a sudden you're talking about a catcher at the plate. Like, when was the last time a catcher coming to the plate was must-see TV? I can't think of a time. Really can't.
I mean, Javi Lopez's season, 2003, 22 years ago.
Yeah, but even then,
we had Joe Mauer, we had Buster Posey, they were mentioned, but not to this extent. Which, I mean, I guess you could argue if a catcher wins a batting title 2 out of 3 years, like Joe Mauer,
Mauer was a hitting savant.
Yes, agree.
Absolutely hitting savant.
But yeah, and Musicum, it's fine. Your opinion's not wrong. We're not saying it's wrong. It's just for us, I think we lean towards Raleigh, but it is hard because the East Coast West Coast bias is a thing, right? Because us East Coast people we watch the East Coast games, then we're pretty much in bed by the time the West Coast games start. Now West Coast, right? West Coast can somewhat watch every game every day, right? Say they're out of work at 4, then baseball is on all night and they get to go to bed at 10. Like that's their night. Man, I wish for that. Maybe I should move out west just for that reason. But
it's amazing. I was talking to somebody I know out in California because football season just started, and he loves the fact that the games, instead of being 1, 4, and 8, are 10, 1, and 5. Yeah. So like for him, the whole thing's over by 8 o'clock at night, and he's eating breakfast, watching kickoff of the first games on the East Coast. But there's an interesting question back here in the chat. Griffey in his prime or Judge?
Whew.
To me, there's no doubt I would take Griffey in his prime. Griffey, same power, same average and offensive stats, defensive game changer, center field, premium position. Like, to me, it's Griffey in a landslide. And I think career-wise, it'll be the same outcome. I think Griffey will end up having the better career. But that's a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, 284 batting average career to Aaron Judge is 293. I mean, offensively, I think they're close.
Very similar.
Yeah, but I think I'm with you. It's the defense then outweighs that debate for sure for me. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's super high level defense at a premium position. Again, kind of like the Cal Raleigh debate.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but this is another catching season for sure. Mike Piazza, hello. Yeah, definitely. But we were trying to think more recently, right? I mean, we can go back in history, like I mentioned earlier. Johnny Bench, ridiculous.
But again, like, was Piazza must-see TV? Never. I mean, he was always a good offensive catcher. Cal Raleigh is like, don't miss an at bat because something crazy might happen. Mike Piazza was, he's gonna hit 35 to 40 and drive in 110. Like, you can book it. Yep. you can put it on the board.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that line.
Yeah, it's so good. But
and so back to the Cal Raleigh thing for a second. Michael over here, catcher by far is the hardest position to play. Cal does it at a high level and 60 bombs. Like, it seems crazy to think he couldn't win the MVP.
Yeah. And at this point, it's not even like, for me, it's not. I just don't know which way the writers are going to go. I think that's where I'm at, right? Because
I'm in flip a coin mode right now. I don't know. I could be either one of them.
Right. As much as I personally think that Raleigh should get it just because of the type of season he's having, it is going to be 50-50 because I just have no idea which way they're going to go with it. And I don't think they have any idea either.
Yeah, I just don't want to see them split this and do the co-MVP thing. Like, please pick one. Please give it to one person. Don't split it. Don't kind of water down the award by sharing it.
I'm telling you, this could be a year it happens. The more we keep talking, I do too. But the more I keep thinking about it, like Judge has them in all the categories. Flat out, he's got them. Yep. Right? And by quite a bit, like not close. But you can't overstate the season he's having. And I think they could split this and end up with co-MVPs. If that's even possible. I don't know if it is, but
I don't want to see it. I just don't want to see it. And I will say that Cal Rowley's batting average has crept up. He's now at 248. So we've been talking about the fact that you've never had an MVP with a sub 250 batting average. Maybe Cal won't be the guy that breaks that trend if he does win it.
And John, we were kind of talking about this the other night too. Like,
yeah,
they have the Silver Slugger, they have the Hank Aaron Award, which the Hank Aaron Award is given to the best overall offensive player. Judge is going to get that in a landslide.
Yep, he's going to win a batting title.
Batting title, Hank Aaron Award, Silver Slugger, you name it, Aaron Judge is going to have it, right? MVP, I know they said it on Sunday. Ken Rosenthal said it should go to the best overall player in the league, right? And is that Aaron Judge? Yes. However, for me, valuable means different. So, like, you are valuable to your team. If you are removed from that team, where are they? Now, I might be reading into that too much, but if it is given to the best overall player, then change it to the MOP. Like I said, most outstanding player. Don't label it MVP anymore, because that's not what that means.
Yeah.
But I digress.
Yeah, it is a debate. It's a debate we haven't had to have in a few years because it's been runaways for the MVP awards. It hasn't been close.
2022, Judge and Ohtani. 2023, Judge and Ohtani. 2024, Judge and Ohtani. Like, I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's almost like at this point kind of a joke. It's like, who's getting the MVP? Well, the same guy that always gets it's going to get the MVP.
Yeah.
But it is it's interesting because you do have two absolutely incredible seasons competing against each other, and it's hard to say which one's better.
Agree. Well, all right.
And honestly, poor Aaron Judge, most seasons, he would have won every freaking piece of hardware there was out there.
Yeah.
and
he would have had
Cal
to buy
Rowley's raining on his parade.
Yeah, he would have had to buy a brand new house just to fit all the trophies he'd get in 2025. Crazy.
This is my trophy wing.
Yeah. Crazy.
And cool fact, you've got Cal Rowley, who is a North Carolina native.
Absolutely.
Good old North Carolina coming in. You know, that'll help the MLB Raleigh guys.
And originally from Vermont, too. I think he spent time up there.
Oh, yeah. Went to Florida State University, so obviously he's got good choice in colleges.
Yep. For sure. All right, let's just drop that whole debate and move on to the ABS. So it is official. It is coming in 2026, and here is how it's going to be laid out. Each team will get 2 challenges and can keep them if they're successful. So if you get it correct, you keep it. That's it. And it just keeps going all game long until you're unsuccessful twice, and then you lose them all. Challenges can only be initiated by a pitcher, catcher, or batter, and the request must come right after the pitch. So ball goes over the plate, it's bang, right? Here comes the pitch. It's called. Pitcher, catcher, batter taps their helmet, or hat, and that's that. To signal a challenge, pitcher, catcher, batter will tap his hat. I just said that. No help from the dugout or other players on the field is allowed. So Aaron Boone can't yell from the dugout challenge, right? It has to come directly from the pitcher, catcher, or batter in that quick little window. I mean, we've all kind of seen how it's played out.
Yeah.
We saw it in the All-Star game. We've seen it in spring training. This part I didn't know that they were going to do this, but I kind of like this. In each extra inning, a team will be awarded a challenge if it has none remaining entering the inning. So you kind of get unlimited challenges in extra innings if you keep being successful.
Yeah, you can't necessarily plan for how many innings the game might go. You've got to work with what you got. It's like getting, you get new timeouts in overtime in the NFL. Like you have to. They've got to plan for the 9 innings they have in front of them, and then extra innings becomes its own thing. But
yeah. Thank God we're getting the ABS challenge system next year. I would prefer 3, not 2. I honestly, like, I've seen this for a few years now. Being in Durham, I've seen this played out. 2 is plenty because it's going to save it for the egregious calls, right? Or bottom of the 9th, and it's a last ditch effort, and they have one to burn, right? I think 3 is a little excessive because if you get one right, you keep it. So then, essentially you do have 3. It's not like you use it, you get it right, and you lose it. Like you only get 2 a game, and that's that.
You could challenge a play every single inning, and as long as you're right, you'll keep your 2 challenges.
Right.
But this is to the next point. It's going to make sure that you don't challenge too many of those borderline ones where you could lose it, because you lose one. Now you're left to one. You can't take any risk with the second one. So there's actually a little bit of strategy to how you use it, because you can't just throw it out there for anything. You've got to be pretty sure you're going to win it.
Right.
Which, based on some of the pitches we've seen batters argue about, they will clearly win win a lot of these.
Yes, they will. Now just get rid of the stupid ghost runner. Don't use it in the playoffs. Don't use it, period.
Yeah.
I can see both sides of that. I mean, and I think it was the players that came out and said it, like, the ghost runner actually helps them quite a bit during the regular season because it does help them get off the field every day. 162 games is a grind. The last thing they want to do is have back-to-back games that go 18 innings, right? Yeah. That's a lot of baseball in 2 games. And the ghost runner helps with that during the regular season. I totally get the point. If you're not going to use them in the playoffs, don't use it in the regular season. But you can't have the playoffs end on a coin flip. It is just like the NHL. This is exactly set up like the NHL playoffs. They use a shootout in the regular season, and when it's playoffs, it's skate until someone scores.
Yeah, you play till either everybody drops or there's a winner.
Yeah. And I've heard this one too, and I don't necessarily hate it. Maybe play the 10th and maybe the 11th without a ghost runner and then go to one in 12. Maybe. But I mean, the last couple of weeks, we've seen, I think, 3 games go to 13 innings.
Yeah.
Ghost runner scores in the top, ghost runner scores in the bottom, and it just keeps going and going and going.
And then we've also seen games where a team will score 3 runs in the top of the 10th and then lose the game because the home team scores 4 in the bottom of the 10th. And you're like, holy crap, what just happened?
Yeah. It does add a little bit of excitement to the end of the game, and it keeps fans in their seats for the full, 10, 11 innings. I don't mind it. I really don't. I'm glad they don't use it for the playoffs. I really am. Yeah. But yeah,
it serves a purpose. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's kind of one of those where it's like, I understand what you're trying to do. Got it. The baseball purist to me kind of goes blah, but I know why they're doing it.
Yeah. It's all about money. It's all about saving your investments, and the least amount of time you can keep these guys on their feet, the better. You're just going to protect them more.
Baseball, some of us don't mind it, but most baseball fans don't want to sit there for 4 hours at a game.
Right.
They just don't. And the playoff games start at 8:00. They don't start at 7 anymore. Now all of a sudden you got games getting over past midnight. People are, it weighs into the whole plan.
Yeah.
But a funny comment from Michael. Does this mean CB Buckner might lose his job? I wish.
No.
I can't. When I see his name behind the plate, any game I'm watching, I just go, "Oh God, here we go."
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It's brutal.
Who's he going to pick a fight with? Who's going to start that battle?
Start at first base. I mean, you're
Yeah,
just one
you
pitch
roll
and
a double play, and
it's just kind of defeats the purpose. I do like it starting at second. I'm gonna be honest. I do. But it's just to get the game over with. So these guys aren't on their feet for 6.5 hours back to back nights, which
I mean,
could happen.
remember some of the epic extra inning games we used to watch that would go 18 innings, go 6 hours. I mean, you'd have games that would start at 7 o'clock, get over at 1 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
It was insanity.
Then they either have to get on a plane. So all of it is too. It's travel. Yep. It's getting out of town. Like you play a Sunday night baseball game, but you have a game, early Tuesday morning, but you're not done until Monday morning at 7:30. By the time you fly back across country or wherever your next series is, like that team's spent. So like it gets them out.
The worst thing was when it was like a Wednesday night game. It was a getaway day. It was a Wednesday night game. You wouldn't get done until 1. You get on a plane at like 2:30. You land somewhere at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and then play that night. Guys would just come into town gassed, and it would take days to recover from that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, completely understand it. But all right. So kind of got sidetracked there. But
Michael, Rick Camp's home run in the 18th inning against the Mets. The pitcher that came in. That's amazing.
I mean, you're always going to have parts like that or games like that. The Red Sox and Dodgers in the playoffs in the World Series that went 18 and Muncy hit that walk-off. Like, I mean, there's still going to be great like extra inning moments, right? Regular season and postseason. But fans love to see a walk-off too. And that's what the Ghost Runner on second helps with almost immediately. I love it. But, I mean, and I get this argument too, John, for sure. Yeah. I hear you. I absolutely hear you. Or how about handle your business and not go 1 for 25 and runners in scoring position? Dude, you're preaching to two guys that watch the Red Sox battle every night. Like, we get it.
Watch them go 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position and lose the game. It's like, well, what happened? You guys, I thought, could hit.
Not a Ghost Runner guy. Teams need to earn it.
I hated it at first, and I've grown to just kind of appreciate what it's doing, but I still don't love the rule.
Yeah. I mean, it's not my favorite. I'm not saying it is, but like I don't mind it. But anyways, so ABS challenge, are you for it?
Oh my God, yes. I mean, I couldn't be if there's no way to be more for it than I am. I'm so tired of watching guys get rung up on pitches that are 8 inches off the plate. I will say I'm getting really friggin' tired of these guys that are up there with a 2-2 count, 3-2 count, and they're watching a borderline pitch on the black and screaming that it was a ball. Like, I'm so tired of these guys that are up there looking for a walk. Swing the bat. Mm-hmm. Like, and this is what this is going to do is those guys that think they got screwed are going to find out they didn't get screwed. And it's going to have a secondary effect to it, which is some of these guys that think they know the strike zone that well, that are looking for a walk, are going to find out quickly they don't. They're wrong, and they're going to lose challenges for their team, and it's going to be a problem. So I love this on so many levels. The chirping about the close pitches, I think a lot of that will start to go away because these guys are going to challenge a few and lose, and then the egregious calls will get fixed. Mm-hmm. And I do think that, I think there was some talk, this takes framing and stuff like that out of the game. I don't think it does, because batters are not going to be able to challenge every little borderline call. You'll still be able to steal a lot of those, because with only 2 challenges, you can't be challenging, strike 2 in the first inning on a good frame job. You just can't afford to challenge that. So I do think that this is going to make framing, if anything, potentially more valuable, because guys just won't waste challenges on borderline pitches once they realize that they don't actually have the strike zone like they think they do.
That's a great point. I love that point. Yeah, because a lot of people are.
Captain is here. Just wanted to let you know.
Nice, awesome, love it.
He apparently had better things to do tonight. So.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah, but yeah, I mean, I'm all for it too. I know that I've been kind of critical on previous shows because, like, we have a lot of couch umpires out there because we get the box. Now, we forget that the umpires don't have a box that is just virtually in front of them when they're behind a catcher, right? Like, they're human. They're trying the best they can. And for being at that level and having the movement, the velocity, all that stuff, it is a hard freaking job. Some guys are just horrendous. I get it. But I don't think I could do it. There's no way I could sit there and say I could be consistent with it. I just haven't seen it. Right? I mean, I get it. It's hard, but I am glad that we are going to get the egregious ones out of the game because there's no place for that. Really isn't. And then for them to argue it and then immediately toss the batter out of the game.
Well, yeah, I think there's two types of being bad. There's not being able to call balls and strikes accurately, and there's also how you handle when you screw up.
Yeah.
And I think that's where guys like CB Buckner, where you suck at both of them, becomes a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, John, I love this comment.
Yeah.
Catchers have to get back to real framing, not the bastardization of bringing every pitch to the middle of the plate. It's disgusting. I am so tired of the guys that drop the glove to the ground, catch it, and swing the thing up like 3 feet. It's like, what? You're not fooling anybody. It looks ridiculous. Now I get that it changes eye level and all sorts of stuff. There's all things behind it, and it works in many cases. But I'm so tired of the drag it 2 feet and then be surprised you didn't get the call. I'm so done with some of the exaggerated framing.
Well, you know the reason they bring it up, right? They bring it up because when we used to, we were used to taught to like, either just kind of turn it on the sides, right?
It was
like
always
caught it like that.
It in. Yeah, snap
right.
it in.
So when they bring it up, it is better to do that than to catch it and bring it down because then the umpire is going to be like, that's a ball. It's low, right? Because your glove went down. So that's why you see catchers starting with their glove on the ground and snapping it up into the strike zone. Like,
I bring it to the umpire's eye line.
Right. I get it. Like, there's a ball in the left-handed batter's box and they're reaching over and bringing it back to the middle. Like,
those are dumb.
I get it. Right. But I'm in full-on old man yells at clouds mode, and I get it. Yeah.
We have those nights too.
Oh, for sure. I mean, we're kind of having a couple right now, but we got on our Cal Raleigh soapbox. We're kind of on this one too, but I mean, it is what it is.
And I don't think people realize the importance of like the low strike is the hardest one to call because for an umpire, you have the worst angle at it and you've got a catcher right there. So you've only got so much perspective in terms of the low side of the strike zone. So when that catcher catches the ball and pulls it back up to your eye line and gives you a chance to really see it the way they want you to see it, you can steal so many calls by doing that because you're providing a better visual. Because that low strike is hard to call. But to your point, Nick, when the ball's a foot off the plate and you try to drag it back, like, nope, you're not fooling anybody with that. And when you hold it and you're asking the umpire where they missed, they're going to say, put your freaking glove down, throw the ball back because it wasn't close.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Yeah, we knew the Sox.
The Sox just lost.
Yeah, we knew that was happening, John, because they were getting perfect gamed, if that's a verb. Perfect gamed through 7 innings. Then through 6, Duran had a leadoff double in the 7th, but and Cleveland lost too. But yeah.
Yeah. Houston won, Detroit won. This is just continuing to I feel like we're just like running on a treadmill right now. Nobody's really pulling away as we get into the final days.
No, that's wild. So all right. Well, ABS.
I get it's difficult to call low. That's why they're supposed to be the best umps and professionals. So basically, not CB Buckner. Zero argument from us. Fair. CB is by far the worst umpire in terms of his strike zone, in terms of how he handles managers and players. He's one of those guys you can't say a word to him without it turning into a fight, and there's no room for that.
No, the mask immediately comes off.
Yeah. He begs you to come fight him. Yep. He gives you that smirk, like, come on, bring it. Like, I want to fight with you because you know I'm going to win.
Yep.
He's like a bully in blue.
Mm-hmm. But
and I just wish they'd can that guy.
If the catcher throws to try to get a runner out on the base, can the challenge after the play on the bag? Yeah, I still think they can challenge the pitch, right? If it's down the middle, the ump calls it a ball. Like I think either the pitcher can, like once the play's over, they can go like that for sure.
Yeah, they just can't get the ball back, stand on the mound, and wait for the dugout to be like, yeah, challenge it. Like they have to respond within a few seconds of the play finishing.
Yeah, this one was hilarious with Oliver Marmol, right? Yeah, you just got here. Oh my god, so good.
Terrible.
Yeah,
terrible. He's such a joke and doesn't even care.
Yeah, love it. All right, let's get into. We're going to start getting into the playoffs here. Ramon Laureano fractures his finger against the Brewers. Will miss at least the wild card round. What does this mean for the Friars? This dude has been a machine for the Padres since he has gotten here from the trade deadline. Does this do anything for the Padres, or do they just keep kind of going as the Padres go?
I mean, I certainly think it hurts, but the Padres are going to get Tatis back, who's been dealing with some nagging stuff. You still got Merrill and Machado, and like you've got a lineup that can step up and fill in. Definitely the way he's been hitting since he got there has been pretty impressive, but that lineup has to find a way to rally, and they've got the talent and ability to do it. They just have to get their act together, because you cannot hang your hopes on Ramon Laureano. He can't be the only guy.
I agree. Everything you just said, it hurts, but I don't think it hurts them. If Tatis doesn't get back, then it's gonna really hurt. But yeah.
And John, you just so desperately want a dumpster fire in San Diego. We get it.
Yeah,
we know.
Yeah. So I mean, Dodgers losing in the first round.
Michael, who would let him walk? Oh wait, he was a Brave in 2024.
Musicum's got the Padres losing in the first round. I mean, yeah, they're another team that just hasn't proved it. They had the Dodgers on the ropes last year, on the ropes, and like it was like seventh inning. All I had to do was put them away, and they didn't do it. Dodgers came back, took that game, and then took the next two. Series over. Dodgers had them.
Yeah, and the Cubs Padres series is now locked in. That's how things will finish. So San Diego's got to travel to Chicago.
Okay.
To take on the Cubs in the first round. I mean, yeah, I if I'm the Padres, I don't love having to go to Chicago to play the Cubs.
Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough team to open up with.
Not a great draw. And a team that is taking some time right now to rest because they haven't been racing to the finish. So yeah, that's a tough one. San Diego could easily get smoked by the Cubs. They could also very easily smoke the Cubs. Mm-hmm. That one to me is very close, but I tend to lean towards the Cubs because they've got home field and they've had a chance to rest.
Yeah, it's weird because as much as we say it's a close series, I think it's going to be a blowout. But I don't know which way the blowout's going to be. Like it's either going to be a blowout by the Cubs or a blowout by the Padres. That I don't think it's going to be a 2-1 series. I think it's going to be a full sweep one way or the other, and I just don't know which way.
Yeah, that's also entirely possible.
Yeah, we'll get to that race in a little bit. Musicum. All right, we got Corey's a Mets fan. Yeah, we'll get to all that. We're actually getting to it right after this. So, Tigers were up by 11 games on September 4th. They were up 15 and a half games at one point this season, and they are now out of first place. Even with a win today, they're tied, but Cleveland owns the tiebreaker, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
So, I mean, like, man, oh man. This would be the biggest collapse in MLB history, I believe. Unless you count the team that was up by 8 games with 10 remaining and they lost 10. I think that was the Phillies. But this is the biggest lead that has ever been coughed up.
And it's just bad. I mean, the Tigers have been just bad for a month. Terrible. They've just been terrible for a month.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the Skubal outing last night, you see the play that he tried to make?
Yeah, that where he tried to snap it, like
I
like he
mean,
was a long snapper to first base.
like, what are we doing?
I mean,
Like,
he was
this
trying
is a
everything he
must
could to try to
win
make a
for your
play.
team. Yeah, this is a must win for your team, and you're trying to long snap it into right field. I mean, come on now. Crazy.
Yeah,
But yeah, 15 and a half game lead is wild to just lose that.
that's
But
brutal. I mean, everybody had written that division as over back in July,
yeah,
and then the Tigers came out of the All-Star break flat, and then they just never got any momentum.
yeah. Mets lost 7 game lead in 17 games. Man,
Yeah,
crazy.
2007.
Yeah, nuts.
I mean, yeah, it's bad, and it's it's bad when the manager comes out a couple days ago and basically says, "I don't know what to tell you. We can't figure out what is going on."
Yeah. Yeah, Cleveland took 5 out of 6 from the Tigers past 2 weeks. Scooble pitched 2 of the losses for the Tigers. Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprisingly unimpressed with those two Scooble starts. He was good in them. He wasn't great. Um, some weird mistakes. I mean, hitting David Fry in the face was a brutal one yesterday.
That was oh,
That was awful. But
so bad.
and granted, they had a big error behind him that let an inning get away. So like, not all his fault, but I was relatively unimpressed with Scooble's last two starts. Must win games, and he just could not shut the Guardians down.
Yeah.
That's what he's there for. If you're going to be the ace, you got to be the guy that shuts them down.
Mm-hmm. For sure. With you 100%.
I mean, great example. Look at Crochet yesterday. Crochet went out there when the Red Sox needed the win and absolutely shoved for 8 innings.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, for a few innings, he didn't even have very good stuff. He just
No.
battled through it. That's what's
Yeah.
made a guy like Nate Eovaldi so valuable. The dude just battles through, and he does not quit. And he will give you everything he's got, and he will pick up the win in the game you got to have.
Yeah. Man, I miss
Scooble
that
was not
dude.
that.
No. He usually is. But you're right. It looks like he's lost a little bit of an edge. Now, he's still really damn good. Don't get me wrong. But
Oh yeah, I mean,
he just doesn't seem to have that killer instinct the last couple starts.
yeah, and it's when they needed the most, he could not deliver, which was painful to watch.
Yeah. All right, Harrison. Here we go. Postseason, diving in. Who's in? Who's out? Let's start in the NL. We got Mets, Reds, and somehow the Diamondbacks still sort of kind of hanging on.
Doesn't
I
even make
mean,
sense at this point.
realistically, I didn't even put them on this slide because I really don't think they have a chance going into San Diego to end the season. The only chance they have is, like I said, is if the San Diego Padres forfeit the next 3 games just to rest up. Now, who's in? Who's the last team in for the NL?
For the NL,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's going to be the Mets. I so badly want it to be the Reds. The Mets finish up with where do they finish up?
Marlins? That's a guess.
Yeah, they're in Miami. So
Yeah.
I'm going to say the Mets end up holding on to that final spot. The Reds fall just short. The Reds unfortunately travel to Milwaukee to finish the season, which I know Milwaukee may be resting guys, but I don't like that matchup. So I think that you end up with the Mets getting the final spot. So your playoffs end up being Brewers, Phillies, Dodgers, Cubs, Padres, Mets.
Yeah, I'm with you. I want the Reds in. I would love
So
the
bad.
Reds in.
So bad.
Yeah, because we've been saying it for the last few years with the Cincinnati Reds. Like, these young kids have got to get there at some point, and they are so close, so close. And we really haven't even talked about them at all this season. Really,
No, I mean they got off to a decent start, and they spent kind of the middle of the season just like flailing, and then came back pretty strong. I
Yeah.
wish so badly that when they went into that weird funk in like July and August, and Ellie didn't hit like a single home run, and they struggled to find offense. I just wish they could have pulled out like one more series, because then this wouldn't be such a debate.
Yeah. Yeah, I want the Reds. I think it is going to be the Mets, like you said, just from the schedules. Although the Marlins aren't an easy out either.
No, and you got Sandy Alcantara making his final start of the season in Game 1. You know, he's obviously going to want to show something to end the season. So, I just is it kind of set in stone that the Mets should be able to coast through? No, I think that the Mets are still going to have the Mets have their own problems, and they could very easily go get wiped out by the Marlins.
Yeah, I agree.
I would love to see the Reds win it. I just don't think they'll be able to pull it out.
Do
And it hurts.
the Reds have the tiebreaker? I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't play head to head a ton, so
No. But yeah, Marlins are the Angels of the NL, wreck their season. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, Marlins have
Marlins have
yeah,
always jammed up the Mets.
yeah, ended the Mets playoff dreams in 07, 08, and 17.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, so this is the perfect setup for the Marlins to wreck somebody's season. But even so, say the Marlins go take 2 out of 3 from them, or that means that you need the Reds to go take 2 out of 3 from the Brewers just to tie them, because the Mets are going to win tonight, right? What are they at?
Yeah,
or if they already won tonight.
I think they already won.
Top 9, they're up 8-5.
Yeah.
So they're going to be a game up with 3 to play. The Reds have to be perfect.
Yeah. Yep. Reds do have the tiebreaker though, so they beat the Mets.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Oh, that's helpful. So I mean, if you do end up in that spot, but the Reds have got to be basically perfect to finish the season, and that's asking a lot against the Brewers.
Yeah. Like the Dolphins and Tom Brady, at least 1 loss per season. You ain't kidding.
Every friggin' season they'd go down to Miami and just it'd be a disaster. I remember I flew down one year to catch the game in Miami because I had family down in that area with a buddy of mine, and that was the game that Tom Brady threw the pick from his butt to end the game. He had tripped taking the snap, threw a pick sitting on his butt to end the game. They just always went down to Miami and stunk.
It wasn't the Rob Gronkowski one where he was back as the deep safety.
That was a disaster too.
That one was bad. But anyways, yeah, for me,
guys, Mets can still mess this up. You're 1,000% correct.
Yeah.
If anybody can screw up the final 3 games of the season, it's the Mets. I have zero faith in the Mets.
Mm-hmm. Agree.
For me, it's more of a situation of even if the Mets go get swept, the Reds have to take 2 out of 3 from the Brewers, and that's asking a lot.
Yeah. With Hunter Green going last night, I believe. So
yeah,
they got to have the back half of the rotation go in and take care of business.
Yeah, and as Michael says, the Mets can still Met. There's time.
Yep. So for me, I'm with you. I want the Reds, but I think ultimately it is the Mets. But wouldn't shock me if they do fall out. But love my D-backs, like I said, but I don't think they have a shot. I mean, the Mets and Reds both have to get swept, and Diamondbacks have to win 2 out of 3, at least.
Oh yeah, at least.
Yeah, it's not happening, and
it is super slim odds.
And especially if they lose tonight, then it'd be 2 back from the Mets, right? And they're down. Oh, they lost 8-0 tonight. So I think they're 2 back from the Mets now. So they got to pretty much win out.
Yes, they got to win out and hope that they get swept.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Michael's pointing out that Mets actually get swept. The Reds only need to win 1 game.
Right.
Yeah, I think if I would say the worst case for the Mets is probably they lose 2 out of 3, in which case the Reds need them all. But yeah, if the Mets do get swept, which would be a total disaster for them, then yeah, the Reds the task for the Reds is not as daunting.
Yeah. All right, over to the AL. Harrison. How does this look after Sunday? We're going to have fun breaking this down Sunday night, let me tell you.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I mean, you got The Blue Jays have taken back the AL East lead. They're up a game now. You've got the Mariners, that's all done. Guardians and Tigers are tied, but the Guardians are the tiebreaker, so they're carrying the Central. Yankees have clinched. Red Sox are only a game up on the Tigers, and the Tigers are only a game up on the Astros. What makes this really challenging is the Red Sox and Tigers finish the season against each other.
Mm-hmm.
So if either one of those teams gets swept, then they're out most likely, because Houston's bound to win a couple of games. If they take 2 out of 3, you could end up in the same spot we're in right now, where you could have just them trading places, and the Astros could still be sitting on the outside looking in, because so it's Detroit coming to Boston to end the season, and then you have the Astros are going into Anaheim, and Anaheim loves to play spoiler. I mean, the A's roughed up the Astros pretty good, and the Angels have to play spoiler, so that's not a slam dunk for the Astros.
Yeah, if A's can, give the Astros another loss tonight, I'd be okay with that for sure.
Yep.
And that's the other part of this whole thing, John, is Houston doesn't have any tiebreakers except for against the Red Sox, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think they have that one.
And it was close, because it was like a sweep in Houston for us, and then they came to Fenway and demolished us. Like, I don't know, it's close, but I think they own the Red Sox tiebreaker.
Yeah, I think they traded sweeps, but
mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I think that if the Tigers come in and take all 3 from the Red Sox, I think the Red Sox are done. If the Red Sox take all 3 from the Tigers, I think the Tigers are done. If either one of them takes 2 out of 3, it becomes really interesting, because then Houston's got to win at least 2 out of 3 in Anaheim. I mean, if I'm Houston, I'm going into thinking I have to sweep this series. I definitely can't lose game 1.
No.
I got to win game 1. I got to win game 2. And then I really probably will need to win game 3, but at least now I've got a chance to see where I'm at.
Oh, Sox do have the tiebreaker against Houston. Okay. Well, then there's that. So that helps a little bit. Now,
that does help.
So I'm saying the Astros are out. I think it's too tall of a hill to climb. Now, the one caveat is exactly what you said. If the Tigers or the Red Sox get swept, now it's a different animal. Now we're talking about something else, because that could knock either one of them out if they get swept.
Yeah, sweep is devastating to either one of them.
Yeah. But I think if one of them, at least scratches together a game, it almost looks like what happened with the Braves and Mets, last year, with the Diamondbacks waiting in the wings. As long as they split somehow, it keeps the Astros out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. So I think what's interesting too is you've got Boston, Detroit Friday night. You've got Mize versus Kyle Harrison. I think that's probably a better matchup for Detroit, but Harrison was no slouch in his last outing. Then you've got Saturday. It's the Tigers have not named a starter versus Connolly early. You're asking a rookie to go take the ball on what could be a must-win game. That's asking a lot. And then to close it out, you've got Skubal waiting on Sunday for the Red Sox, who are TBD, because that's usually been their filler spot, because you've already gone through Crochet, you've already gone through Giolito. Those guys aren't. And my guess is you'll see Crochet on Sunday if they have to win that game. And you may see Crochet and Giolito split that game and go 3 or 4 innings each.
Right.
But Sunday could be a hot mess for the Red Sox having to face Skubal to get through it.
Sunday's going to be bonkers. All the games start at 3 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's just chaos. I love that they're doing that. I can't wait to settle in and just have baseball on. 4 games on my computer, 4 games on my PlayStation, 4 games on my projector. Like, let's go.
They'll be everywhere.
Oh, yeah. My wife's not going to want to come home.
No, she's probably better off to just go shopping or something, take the credit card and disappear for 3 hours.
Yeah.
But as a Red Sox fan, I look at that and I don't like that matchup. I don't like the fact that you're going to be asking early on Saturday to be potentially your savior. I don't love the fact that Sunday could be a throw everything at the wall kind of game with Skubal sitting there on full rest. I don't even like Casey Mize versus Kyle Harrison. Like, I don't like the way this lines up for the Red Sox. However, Detroit's played so poorly that maybe it doesn't matter. But I could see a situation where the Tigers come in, take 2 out of 3 from the Red Sox. The Astros win 2 out of 3, and the Red Sox are sitting on the outside all of a sudden going, holy crap, what happened?
Yeah.
This could be a really wild finish between those 3 teams.
I'm here for it. You know, obviously I want the Sox to come out on top, but I think the Red Sox have to win tomorrow night. Just set the tone early, being like, listen, we're not going anywhere. And it takes a little bit of pressure off early on Saturday, and then whatever the hell's going to happen on Sunday.
Yep.
But yeah.
Oh, you're going to be in Philly for the game. That's going to be awesome. That place will be nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. Major League Baseball has been ending the season and the game's starting at the same time several years now. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually wasn't sure they would keep it up or not, but I like the fact they have. I mean, and Sunday is a tough day because you're competing against the NFL, so there's really not a good time slot.
I don't really care. It's all baseball for me.
Oh no, baseball fans will be all over that. I'm going to be out of town, and I'll probably have that game day up, just watching scores all day.
Yeah, for sure.
And Michael wants to let you know he'll be at your house on Sunday to watch 12. All 12 games on different screens.
Sounds good. Come on up, Michael.
Cappen's not sure he's got enough devices, but Cappen, you should just fly out to Nick's house.
Yeah, do it. Party here. We got it. So
Sunday's going to be Sunday. If there's not like, somebody comes in and takes the first 2 of a series and the Astros fall flat on their face, where Sunday won't matter. Sunday could be an absolute like domino day where every outcome plays into the next game and the next outcome.
It could be the Red Sox losing on a walk-off and watching Evan Longoria hit one down around the pole, like I said on Sunday. It could end like that.
Brutal. That season was brutal.
Yep. It could end exactly like that. Yep. Could end.
That was gut-wrenching. Like absolutely gut-wrenching.
I just remember sitting on my couch with this face for about an hour and a half after, like.
Yeah, I remember I was just standing there with my hands on my head, like, what did I just see? Completely dumbstruck by it.
That was crazy.
Michael's on vacation as of Saturday at 12:30. Well, make sure your cell phone is charged. You can check scores, Michael.
Yep, absolutely.
Because this weekend is going to get wild.
All right.
Oh, crap.
Is trivia time, and buckle up because we are going back through the time machine, fellas. So I think it was last Sunday I did the most home runs, top 4 list of most home runs by decade. I have put together top 4 most strikeouts by decade, and there's some tough ones in here, but I think you guys can get them. So here we go.
Yeah, real quick, Nick. So, John, we appreciate the fact that they chose not to run the ball. From all Patriots fans.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, it was 2008. Was it 2008? I all my years blur together when it comes to. Probably just blacked it all out. I don't remember which one that one was, but it could have been. All right. Who is missing from this top 4 list of pitchers with the most strikeouts from 1900 to 1909? Rube Waddle, 2,251. Christy Mathewson, 1,799. Cy Young, 1,565. And this guy with 1,342.
Boy, oh boy.
Mark Reynolds, Rob Deere.
For batters or strikeouts, yes, those are good guesses.
Yeah.
1900. I mean, that's so Walter Johnson was at the end of that decade, so probably not enough seasons to be on that list because that's a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah, we need Forrest and Nostalgic Baseball Geezer for these first couple, I think.
Just going to say, where are Forrest and Justin? Because this is their wheelhouse, not mine.
Jamie Moyer's close. You're 1 decade too early. Just one decade.
And look at that finish. Like the mechanics of these guys kill me. It's like they couldn't have been throwing that hard based on that.
No. But I'll give the chat a couple more seconds because this one's crazy.
Like the names I'm thinking of, I think a lot of them are too late. Roger Clemens? No,
not quite.
Darn.
This is Eddie Plank.
Oh,
Eddie Plank. But yeah, look at that finish.
Holy cow.
Cool. Yep. All right. Hang on to that thought, John Carter.
Hope for no line drives. Back at you.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right. Who is missing from this top 4 list of pitchers with the most strikeouts from 1910 to 1919? Walter Johnson, 2,219. Grover Alexander, 1,539. This guy, 1,253. And Rube Marquard, 1,141.
Lord Farquaad from.
That's what I kept saying. Yeah.
Well, there's my Walter Johnson, so that answers that.
Honestly, Mr. Clamps, we have 2 history guys that probably would have been all over that.
Legit. And we have a ton of people on our page that are big history buffs.
Yeah.
I don't know the answer to that question, but
yeah.
You're too early on lefty, John.
Roy Hobbs. Nope. This one is actually an African safari animal is his first name. I'll give you that hint. HV is his initials. And we have talked about, I think with Justin about this guy. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
Harrison got it.
I mean, I probably don't want to drag this one out too long because this one's a tough one.
Yeah. All right. Mets won. Nice job. Nice. That's
they needed it.
One game at a time. All right, Harrison, who is it?
This would be the one and only Hippo Vaughn.
It is Hippo Vaughn. Yes. I really hope his real first name is Hippo because that would be incredible.
That would be amazing.
Yep. All right. We are going to start getting to names that you guys probably recognize. So here we go. Who is missing from this top 4 list of pitchers with the most strikeouts from 1920 to 1929? Dazzy Vance, 1,464. This guy, 1,018. Bullet Rogan with 913. Dof. Oh my God, Justin told me how to pronounce it. Dof Luki.
Is it Luki?
Luki. No, I botched it. Have fun trying to cut that one out, Harrison.
Gee, thanks, Nick.
Yeah.
Oh man. The 20s are a tough one because you got
yeah.
I mean, Ruth was only pitching for part of that. Not early. I don't think much of it actually.
It's Liu Kang. Thank you, Liu Kang.
Liu Kang, yeah.
That's what it is.
Like Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat.
Yes. All right. Should I read that one again for you?
Sure, read it again.
All right. Who is missing from this top 4 list of pitchers with the most strikeouts from 1920 to 1929? Dazzy Vance, 1,464. This guy, 1,018. Bullet Rogan, 913. And Dolph Luque with 904.
Much better. John, I was actually wondering the same thing. Is it still Walter Johnson?
It is not. I think he was 5th that decade. Just missed the top 4.
Yeah, Babe didn't pitch that much of that decade. Boy.
Nope, not Red.
Oh, that's a good one.
This one's hard.
The 20s are hard because it was
his initials are BG.
Yeah, the 20s are hard because a lot of guys were like partial decades.
Yeah, initials are BG. As soon as you flip this over, you've heard You've heard Forrest and Justin talk about this guy too,
I know. I
oh,
should really like find a way to like take better notes or something.
right? All right. This is Burley Grimes.
Oh, yep.
Burley
Yep.
Grimes.
I could have
All
sat
right.
here all day and I wouldn't have guessed that, but I definitely know the name.
Yep. All right. Here we go. Who is missing from this top 4 list of pitchers with the most strikeouts from 1930 to 1939? Lefty Gomez, 1,337. This guy, 1,018. Carl Hubble, 1,281. Red Ruffing, 1,260.
All right, John Carter, where'd you go? Now make that get there. It is.
It is Lefty Grove, and I just realized I had a typo in that one because he had more strikeouts than that. I didn't change the strikeouts. His career
Oh yeah.
strikeouts were 2,266.
Yeah, not in that decade though.
So, yeah, I made a typo there. That's not the total he had because obviously, yeah,
Mr. Clams, whose rookie card do you have?
Lefty Grove would be nuts.
That'd be insane if you if you
Yeah.
had one of these rookie cards. It's got thing would have to be worth some serious money.
Yeah. We probably just won't cut that one out since there's a typo in that one.
Yeah,
But
it's all good.
yeah. All right. Nice job, John Carter. Here we go. Oh, right. Lefty Grove. Okay, here we go. Who is missing from this top 4 list of pitchers with the most strikeouts from 1940 to 1949? Hal Newhouser, 1,579. Bob Feller, 1,396. Bobo Newsom, 1,070. And this guy at 972.
Whew.
This guy has a very, very famous record. He's the only player to ever do this.
Only player to ever do this. Oh. It looks like Oral Hershiser 4 decades early. It's a good one, John. Is this Vandermeer?
It is Johnny Vandermeer. Yes. And what was the record, Harrison?
Oh, John Carter got it at the same time I did.
Yep. Yeah, back-to-back no-hitters. Back-to-back no-hitters.
That is nuts.
Yep. All right. Who is missing from this top 4 list of pitchers with the most strikeouts from 1950 to 1959? Early Win, 1,544. Robin Roberts, 1,516. This guy, 1,487. And Warren Spahn, 1,464.
Man, all the names I would have guessed for the 50s are all already there.
Yep.
Now it's like, crap, who's left?
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of strikeouts.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't have left me Spawn or Early Win. You had to give me whoever this third guy is.
Listen, our followers are getting good with trivia. They want the hard ones. So there's a few hard ones in here. There is a couple layups coming up. So, yeah.
Not Night Train. You mean Night Train Lane, John?
Yeah. This, I don't know if you'll be able to pull this name either. I'll give chat like 5-10 more seconds. It's a lefty. White Sox. It is White Sox. Yep. Remember, I always background colors are always a clue.
Yeah, so it's either White Sox or Pirates based on the black. So White Sox makes sense.
Well, my Pirates ones are usually black and yellow. But White Sox are the only one here. It is White Sox. That might help a couple people, possibly. This is Billy Pierce. Billy Bojangles.
John, you're so close.
Yeah.
You had the Billy part right.
Yep.
Yeah, the Billy part right. I was really hoping for like a JoJo High Pockets again, or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was High Pockets Kelly.
Some of
Yep.
these names.
Yep. Pretty incredible. All right. Who is missing from this top 4 list of pitchers with the most strikeouts from 1960 to 1969? Bob Gibson, 2071. This guy, 2019. Don Drysdale, 1910. Sandy Koufax, 1910 also.
Wow. And just real quick, I got to give Michael props in the Patreon chat. He did actually get Billy Pierce right as you were saying it.
Oh, nice. Nice job, Michael.
Yeah, the one of our resident historians.
Yep.
In the 60s, Gibson, Drysdale, Koufax, too soon for Seaver, too soon for
These are Phillies colors.
Oh, is this Bunning?
It is Jim Bunning. Yeah, John Temple got it too. It is Jim Bunning. Nice. Jim Bunning is correct. All right. Next few should be layups for everybody in the chat. So here you go. Who is missing from this top 4 list of pitchers with the most strikeouts from 1970 to 1979? Nolan Ryan, 2,678. This guy, 2,304. Steve Carlton, 2,097. And Bert, be home by 11, 2,082.
Can we just appreciate the fact that Nolan Ryan led the 70s in strikeouts?
Hold on. We're not done with him.
Oh, I know we're not. That's just, it's amazing how many he's going to be on.
Yep. Yeah, Tom Seaver is absolutely correct. Tom, terrific. 1,000%.
Michael saying Nolan Ryan should be first and second.
I mean, he's not wrong.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Seaver.
Seaver is correct. All right, got 4 more for you, so hang with us. Who is missing from this top 4 list of pitchers with the most strikeouts from 1980 to 1989? Nolan Ryan, 2,167. Fernando Valenzuela, 1,644. This guy, 1,629. And Bert, be home by 11 again at 1,480. You thinking, or you know this one? Just waiting.
No, I've got 2 names. I'm trying to decide who it is. It's either Morris or McDowell. John Carter says Jack Morris. I'll take Morris.
Yeah, good call. It is Jack Morris
like,
for sure.
Which one is it?
Yeah, it is Jack Morris for sure. Nice.
All right. Like that finish. Like I've seen it so many times.
Mm-hmm. All right. Who is missing from this top 4 list of pitchers with the most strikeouts from 1990 to 1999? The big unit, Randy Johnson, 2,538. Roger Clemens, 2,101. This guy, 1,928. And John Smoltz, 1,893.
Well, I know this because I did a Who Is That Guy about him not that long ago. So I know who this is.
We'll give Chad a second then.
And I feel like that silhouette is
pretty spot
synonymous
on
with him. Yeah, that's how I envision him when he threw a perfect game for the Yankees.
Nope, not Pedro. That's a good guess. Not him.
No, this guy's got a perfect game to his record.
And not with the team colors in the background.
No.
With a different team. It is David Cone, for sure. David Cone is correct.
Yep. And
Nice
Michael
job,
just got
John
it too
Hurley.
over in Patreon.
Nice. All right. This one like snuck up on me. So I had to blur this guy out because I completely forgot how good this next guy is. So here we go. Who was missing from this top 4 list of pitchers with the most strikeouts from 2000 to 2009? Randy Johnson, 2,182. This guy, 1,928. Johan Santana, 1,733. Pedro Martinez, 1,620.
John Griffey loved him some David Cohn. Yeah, yes, he did. Yes, he did. Oh man, I feel like that stretch. I feel like I've seen that so many times. This isn't like a Carl Pavano or something, is it?
It's not Pavano.
Okay.
No. Andy Bennis is a good guess, not him.
Yeah, and Mike, this is the craziest thing. Pedro threw 9 perfect innings, lost it in the 10th with the Expos. Like they couldn't score him a single run. That's terrible.
Brutal.
We got guesses of Halliday coming through over here. That's a great guess. I didn't even think of him.
Not Halliday. This is a name. This is a sleeper name for sure. Like to the point where I was like, oh my God, I forgot how good he was.
The Red, which team?
I think it was the Nationals towards the end. I'll give you the team trajectory here. We have got Montreal from 98 to 2003, Yankees in 2004, Diamondbacks 2005, White Sox 2006 to 2008, Atlanta 2009, 2010 back with the Yankees, 2011 with the Marlins.
The 2004 Yankees is a dead giveaway. Johnny Damon owned this guy in Game 7. It's Javier Vasquez.
It is Javier Vasquez for sure.
Johnny Damon owned him.
Yeah. But I forgot, man. Like how
that's a lot of strikeouts. But when you said 2004 Yankees, I'm like, I know exactly who this is now.
Yeah, it clicked. So
yeah, he was really good in stretch. Not fat enough to be shilling. John, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And we're gonna end with a layup here, fellas. So here we go. Who is missing from the top 4 list of pitchers with the most strikeouts from 2010 to 2019? Max Scherzer, 2,452. Justin Verlander, 2,260. Clayton Kershaw, 2,179. And this guy with 2,007. And this silhouette's a dead giveaway.
It is. It was messing with me. I was like, is that right-handed or left-handed? I'm like, oh, no, it's definitely a lefty, and I know exactly who it is.
Nope, not Greinke.
No, it's a lefty. It messed with my mind, too, for a second. I had to really focus and figure out which arm that's supposed to be.
Flip it around. That's what I love about these is you can't tell.
It's hard.
You can't tell at all. Not Baumgartner. That's a good guess.
That is a good guess.
Good guess, Dakota. Not Baumgartner.
Moyer wishes he threw this hard.
Yeah.
This is actually a guy who's approaching 3,000 Ks, right?
Yeah, and may or may not have won a Cy Young last year. That was a dead giveaway. I'm sorry.
That was a total dead giveaway. My goodness, you might as well just flip the slide and giving away the picture too.
Yeah.
Cappen's got it. Chris Sale.
Yeah. Oh, Cole Hamels. That's not a bad guess either.
But that arm whip is only one guy.
Yeah, it is indeed. Yeah, it is indeed Chris Sale for sure. Nice. All right. And that was all I had. So that was our trip through the time machine back to the 1900s to current. So there we go. I only messed up a couple of them. So yeah, you won't see those on the page.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll we'll work
Yeah.
around it.
Yeah, don't cut those out because listen, I'm already trying to put off enough fires on the page from my lineup, so I don't really need one for the reel. It's all messed up.
Yeah, and careful with spell check. When you try to write Greg Nettles and it changes it to Craig Nettles, just make sure you catch that.
Dude. Like
And-
I love putting out the lineups that I've been putting out every night. Like I pick a theme and I go with it. And I put out the all speed
oh,
lineup
jeez.
last night and I am getting roasted. And it's just like this is just who I think. If you get I want to put these out so like I want the discussion like if you should put but it's like where's this guy? Where's this guy? Where's this guys? I have 3 outfield spots. I can't put 10 guys in the outfield
Right.
that all have burner
Yeah,
speed.
I can't make an A
um,
team, a B team, and a C team just to get all these guys in. Like these are just the names I
yeah,
picked. Feel free to make suggestions, but
right.
holy cow.
Well, and that's what I say. I go make your own team. Like go
And
ahead. Like and I
and
get
we've
it,
got
but
people that are messaging us that are actually making their own lineups, which is awesome.
it's so
It's so
cool.
cool.
That part is awesome.
It's so cool.
And
People are like making their own lineups right
and then
alongside us.
and not only that, it's like one of the guys gave me a suggestion and we put out the numbers 1 through 11 lineup where you can only use each number once. And he gave me his and gave us permission to put it on. And I posted it like 2 nights ago. And I thought that was such a cool
It was
idea.
awesome.
And then in the comments, Matt Takamoto from the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, he suggested we do the number of the position and number jersey. So like Mackenzie Gore is number 1 pitcher. So then find a catcher that's number 2.
Oh,
Find a first baseman that's number 3.
that could be cool.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about, John. I've gotten this all day, and I'm just like, at this point, I'm just going like and moving on. I
Okay.
can't reply to them anymore.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
sure.
just
Well,
over
it's
it.
like Captain
Yep.
said it's triggering to people when opinions are put out there. It really like we used to live
Yeah.
in a world where you could be like, "Hey, that's cool. I might have done this," or I would have used this player instead. Awesome. That's the kind of debate we want to be like wrong. It should be Babe Ruth on the All Williams team. It's like no,
Yeah, that
no, it
one,
shouldn't.
I couldn't get over
No,
that
it
one.
shouldn't.
I couldn't get over.
I
I c
don't care what planet you think you're on. No.
What was the one I sent to you guys the other day that was just absolutely ridiculous? Okay, I do have to read
We
this one on the show because this was the comment. This was the comment of the week, month, might be the comment of the podcast. So here we go. The trivia question was who's missing from the top 4 list of most home runs from 1920 to 1929, right? He comments, I'm going to leave his name out. Okay, Otani 4-4 about 6/7. Am I contradicting myself? Maybe, but this bows at the apology on fouls. If he almost hits, it's more unicorn. Buckle we have not grasped is before with this he 31 get out now cuz it's on.
Oh my god. And my response was, "Sir, this is a Wendy's."
Kobe is on my 24
Yes.
list. That one
That was such a good
me.
one too. Yeah, Kobe's on my 24 list, Babe Ruth on the All Williams list. Guys, I mean, literally, if you're looking to be entertained, go grab any one of our videos and just read the comments. It'll blow your mind. I mean, I honestly think the guy that made that response was like having a stroke because there was like no words formed. It was just like a series of sounds.
I just like I think I actually did comment back like, sir, this is a landing. That's impossible.
He failed English. That impossible. Thank you, John. That's exactly the answer we should have given him. But like literally, my immediate response was, "Sir, this is a Wendy's." I mean, it was like, what are you even trying to say?
Yeah, I put that back to him. I ended up replying that to him.
Cap and dude had one too many. He had like 12 too many. You don't want to meth with that guy.
No.
And I don't have a list. So
that one was bad. That one was bad, man. And then
there are some all-timers.
if I had $1 for every time Yo Mama gets put on as an answer, I have a different response each time. I think they're clever. They make me laugh, but it usually makes them go away. But man, oh man, it's wild. Yeah, Wendy's. Oh my god, that put me in tears. Dude, it was just unreal.
Yeah, they're not, John. They're not
Yeah.
teaching me that in school right now. I hope they're not teaching anybody that in school right now.
Yeah, man.
It's wild. It's some of the stuff that we share
Yeah.
is just freaking hilarious.
Yeah, man. I love it. But yeah.
The Kobe on the 24 list. That was such a
Yeah,
good
that
one.
was Family
That
Feud
was
night,
so
right?
weird.
Yeah, that was Family
Oh,
Feud
man.
night for sure. So, yeah. Whew. Wow. All right. I needed that good little laugh
Oh.
right there because I just wanted to tell you guys about the week I had for
Yeah.
sure. It was like that all week. It was a weird week, man.
You guys think you work
in
with
the
idiots?
comments.
Start a podcast.
Yeah.
Insults 101 with Professor Mike Hawk. Don't say those too closely together.
I don't get it.
That's fine. You're not supposed to, Nick.
Oh, okay.
But
love it. Anyways, let's get back on track, fellas. You got anything else for tonight, Harrison?
A couple of quick ones. Actually, I guess two quick ones and then an interesting story. So, one, Marcus Simeon, battling an injury. He's trying to play to end the season because to him it's more of a pride thing. He realizes they're out of it. They want to rest him. He wants to play. I thought that was really good. You got to transcribe that and put it on a T-shirt, John.
It might be happening.
And I'm still working on the design for a Yated Hankies T-shirt, so don't you worry. We're gonna come up with some cool stuff.
Oh, sick.
Anyways,
that's cool.
So Simeon, a guy who's obviously prided himself on playing every day for most of his career, is battling a nagging injury. The season for them is mathematically over. They've been eliminated. They want him to rest. He doesn't want to rest. He wants to be on the field. So he is continuing to try to struggle through whatever injury he's got. Thought that was kind of a cool story because he just doesn't want to end the season hurt, and he wants to be out there playing as much as he possibly can.
I can respect the hell out of that.
Ton.
He's just saying, like, listen, I got 5 months to heal. Like, just let me play the last 3. Like, I'm good. I'm good enough to play the last 3. We're not playing for anything. I'm not really risking any more injury. Like, hell, I'm already hurt. So, like, just let me go.
Michael, if you make a Yated Hanky shirt, I have to buy it. I'm working on it.
All right. Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, so I thought that was kind of cool. He just, and they were asking him today about it, and he's like, I'm just, if I can at all physically get out there, I will, because I don't want to end the season. I don't want to walk away from the season right now. Like, I want to finish it. Yeah, John, Simeon greater than Rendon, 100%.
1,000%. Yeah. Man, that's incredible. I wish more guys had that mindset.
I love it. Sure. Cap'n, same thing. I'm gonna sound like an old man here, but you don't see this anymore. I'm in on it. It's really cool. Thought that was worth sharing.
Yeah.
And then, Nick Kurtz hit 2 more homers today. And as John mentioned in chat, Buxton hit 2 more homers today. Kurtz is just running away with the Rookie of the Year and putting up numbers that are just mind-boggling for a kid who got drafted 12 months ago.
Are you saying he's going to be Rookie of the Year just because he's leading in homers? Anyways,
I mean, the sad part is he's leading in literally everything. But yes, I am saying that
every offensive category.
Literally, it's not even close.
And not even just for rookies. Let's be honest. His extra base hits are like off the charts since he's got All-Star game. I think him and Shea Langoliers are
right at the top. And Langoliers had a double last night to jump ahead of Kurtz. Then Kurtz took it back today. But anyways, I mean, he's got better numbers than Freeman, Guerrero. Like, he's clearly become arguably the best offensive first baseman in baseball as a rookie.
Yeah.
And John, you totally right. Who would have thought Nick Kurtz would have overtaken Jacob Wilson, who was running away with it?
Yeah.
Running away with it.
Yeah, we were talking about Jacob Wilson like challenging Ichiro's single season hit record there for a while because he had 109 before the All-Star break?
He was trending just behind Ichiro's numbers.
Then he got hurt. That's what happened.
Yeah.
But
Well, but even then, like even with what Kurtz did, I mean, Jacob Wilson would have had to break Ichiro's record, I think, to beat him for that. Well,
they just intentionally walked Cal. That's terrible.
It's coming. They just can't keep pitching to this dude.
Yeah, but it's the Rockies, dude. Like, dude, pitch to.
Well, yeah, I mean, the Rockies have nothing. They're just trying to mess up somebody's season, but But
they can't. They've already clinched.
Well, no, but they're just trying to do whatever they can to just make chaos and create wreckage with whatever they can do. Not letting Cal. You don't want Cal to tie or set any records in your ballpark either. You don't want to be that team that gives it up. But
they're at T-Mobile.
Oh, that's right. They're not. I thought they were in Colorado.
Right.
Yeah, you don't want to be that team that gives it up.
Period. Right.
Yeah. End of story. Yeah, Kappen. Yeah, I was on the Wilson train, but he got hurt, and Kurt's second half was just insane. It just what he did was unbelievable. And then lastly, I'm not sure how many folks saw all the stories that came out yesterday and today, but as part of this new TV package, Netflix has actually purchased a sliver of games. What's interesting though is what Netflix is getting. So Netflix is getting opening day. They will have the Yankees Giants opening day game exclusive on Netflix. They're getting the Home Run Derby. They're getting the Field of Dreams, Rickwood Field, and Speedway game. So Netflix is getting opening day, the Home Run Derby, plus all these special events, as well as a number of kind of other games throughout the season. So their MLB is going hard into giving Netflix a chance to get baseball in front of their bazillion subscribers by giving them really premium stuff, which is interesting because that's not you're talking about a competitive streaming service that you're giving your A-level events to.
That is interesting. But they have nowhere else to put them, right? Because the ESPN deal's done.
Well, ESPN,
and that's where they were putting it before.
Yeah, the ESPN deal is done. NBC is getting Sunday Night Baseball. ESPN's getting some of the out-of-market, like goofy market games still. And then Netflix is getting like these special events. And I think they're going with Netflix for the special type events things because they're looking at things like the roast of Tom Brady that got like an insane amount of views, thinking that Netflix can bring big attention to these special events. It's a totally different thought process than MLB started on when they went down this path of a new deal.
It's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
Because I wonder like how many that's a good question too. I don't know the answer to that.
I don't know. I mean,
I would guess not, because you're not blacked out of Apple TV. Like if there's a game, I have Apple TV and the Nationals or the Braves or the Orioles or the Reds or the Guardians or the Yankees or the Mets or the Red Sox or the Royals are on there, I can watch.
Yeah, as long as they're not, if they're east of the Mississippi, Nick's
TV,
out.
I can't. Yeah. So if it's on the streaming service, I don't think you would be blacked out.
Yeah, and
because you're paying for that
exactly,
service.
and that's the way this would work. Is that this is a paid service, so it would be open, because it's only going to be on Netflix. The Home Run Derby is only going to be on Netflix. It won't be like it's on MLB TV and Netflix or like ESPN and Netflix. It is only on Netflix.
Right. Yeah, but he's talking more like if like Twins Brewers opening day is on Netflix, is he going to be blacked out of that because he's in Minnesota?
Yeah, gotcha. And you're not supposed to be, because anything Netflix has will be exclusive to Netflix. It will not be airing anywhere else. So if that's the only place to find it, it's the only place anybody's watching it, even people that are in market.
Yeah, this is. I mean, they probably did.
They did, and MLB told Amazon to kick rocks. They did not want to go in. They did not want to go head to head with Amazon.
Yeah, and please just be done with Apple TV.
Yeah,
please.
So
that broadcast is miserable.
It is terrible. Michael says Nick can watch the Mariners, D-backs, Rockies, and Rangers. That's it. I mean, yeah, basically.
Well, unless they're playing the Reds, the Braves, the Nationals, the Orioles, the Red Sox. It's crazy because like I lose 3 games every night. I lose 6 teams every night. And I don't have a team within 6 hours of my.
It's mind-boggling.
Wild
Interesting question from Captain in the chat over here. Is this a step in the right direction, or are they just putting these behind a paywall? Obviously, Michael responds, but who doesn't have Netflix anymore? Because they've got the biggest install base of anybody. But it's true. You're moving the games now behind a paywall because even your in-market people have to go watch it there too. I would assume the Yankees are still going to put their game on Yes Network because they're where they have their own network. MLB can't preempt them. But Jesus. So I feel like what MLB is doing is they're trying to take these special events and put them in front of this massive subscriber base of Netflix to try to expose to people that maybe otherwise wouldn't be watching baseball. I don't hate it. I mean, I'm a Netflix subscriber, so of course it doesn't bother me. But I feel like at this point, so many households have Netflix. There's probably more people with Netflix than any other cable streaming anything. Like there's probably more houses Netflix touches. And in terms of reach, that's probably the right partner. Because Netflix isn't looking to compete with you. They're just going to distribute the hell out of this to so many people. It's mind numbing.
And they've been screaming that they wanted sports for a while. Yeah. So this is, if MLB is going to be the first to jump on board, then Netflix is going to give MLB their, utmost attention. Yeah. But this was what I was laughing at. Apple TV broadcast team is as entertaining as watching leaves turn colors in real time.
I mean, as somebody from the Northeast, if you don't watch leaves turn colors in real time, what are you doing with your life? Like, that's all we do here. Facts. That's all we do here.
Yeah.
And drink pumpkin coffee.
Yeah. North Carolina, they just go from green to brown.
Yeah, they go from green to dead.
Yeah. It's just it.
And John, this is like if a tree falls in the woods and there's nobody there. Does anybody hear it? Like, if the Twins are on TV and nobody watches, did it even happen?
Yes.
Just asking. Just maybe. Curious.
Yeah. But yeah. If they're west of the Mississippi, I'm fine. I'm not blacked out.
Yeah. So but I also don't think you're jonesing to watch a bunch of Twins baseball right now. Although Byron Buxton's entertaining. Oh, Carl, this is a great point and one that we've continued to battle with. But so Carl's comment is, I'm just sick of having to go from service to service to try and see my team. I'm a Cubs fan in Wisconsin, so I use MLB TV as do Nick and I. But I can't watch these games on MLB TV, and no, I don't have Netflix. I used to use my buddy's account, but they've cracked down. I do think this is the risk MLB runs, is if they continue to bounce games between all these different streaming services. Because in theory, next year it could be MLB TV, Netflix, Apple, and Peacock, which is also a streaming service. So you could, in theory, be across 4 different streaming services, depending on night of the week and which game. That is the one risk they run. I will say, because Netflix has such a massive subscriber base, that one is probably a home run for MLB. I think the other ones are going to be more of a nuisance. But NBC, I mean, except for football season, NBC will take the Sunday night games and put them on cable.
So who pays who in this deal? Does Netflix pay MLB TV?
Netflix
or MLB to put their stuff on there?
Netflix is paying for the rights to stream these events.
We need to get rid of the blackout. MLB TV should be the only place that fans can get baseball, and there should be 0 blackouts. I still don't just get rid of blackouts at this point. I think you would have more people watching MLB TV if you got rid of blackouts than you would putting it on a different streaming service.
Yeah, and honestly, it's all because MLB, like we said many times.
And you can do it this way too. This is you pay by team. Then you get every game for that team, or set it up like that.
Yeah. And it all comes down to MLB set this up where they went to all these regional TV networks, the Bally Sports, the Fox Sports, all these little regional networks, and said, we play every night. no national service can cover that. So we need somebody in each region to in each market to push the games out. So they built this whole regional network, and then they went, oh wow, like, but now people can't see our games everywhere. And then MLB TV came in over the top of it. But because you had all these local deals in place with blackout rights, you created this web of problems. And until they either wind back all these local deals, which they're trying to, and many of them are set to expire over the next 5 years, and they'll clean them up. Unless you wind all that back, you're stuck with all these little local regional deals you've cut that you can't get out of.
Now, I mean, I will say that was really the only way they could do it, right? We've talked about it. They're trying to air what we did the math. Was it 1,500 games?
It's 15 games a night, 6 nights a week, call it. Like, there's no national carrier that can cover you everywhere.
Right. So the way they set it up is the only way that they could have made it work, where more fans can get their eyes on more games. I get it. But the time has come that the regional networks need to step back, hand it back over to MLB, and then just have them lift the blackouts.
Yeah, that's the only way to do it. I mean,
because I'm with Carl. The rules are criminal.
It's awful. And the NBA and the NHL are in the same boat. The only difference is they've got some national deals where they can override the blackout. But it's challenging. It's a lot of TV time. And a great comment from Cap'n. I'm still trying to find a way to see all the playoff games. Between all my services, I can't watch everything. I'm in the same boat. I can't even watch all the playoffs either.
I won't complain anymore, Carl. 6?
That's crazy.
What? Like KC, St. Louis, both Chicago's, Milwaukee, Minnesota? It's got to be.
Yeah.
Colorado? So you might get St. Louis. Is that the furthest east? Dang, 6 is wild.
Brutal.
I'm blacked out of 3. Was 4 last year before I moved a half hour west. I got the Reds back, thank God. And, they're only 8.5 hours away from me. But
I'm blacked out of 1, and that frustrates the hell out of me.
What's crazy is when MLB Raleigh was on our show, they said geographically, do you know who the closest team to Raleigh, North Carolina is? It's the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah.
And we are not blacked out of them. We're blacked out of everyone else.
The Braves are considered to be like in that market, and there's 6 hours south of you?
Yeah, they're the 5th closest team.
Crazy.
Yeah. Crazy. Don't we have media credentials to watch some special stream?
We're working on it, John.
We're trying. Yeah, did I nail it? KC, St. Louis, Chicago.
You got them all.
How are they not blacked out of the Rockies?
Because that's
Nebraska must be enough
hike to the west.
Well, not decent. It's only 5 hours across Nebraska.
Have you driven across Nebraska? 5 hours might as well be 20.
I have driven across Nebraska, actually.
That's awful.
I drove my buddy home from Denver all the way back to Maine. It took us 39 hours.
Yeah, and it felt like 20 of those were in Nebraska.
Oh yeah, it was 10 miles of corn, 10 miles of cow, 10 miles of corn, 10 miles of cow. So it was great. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so when we get those special media credentials, John, we'll let you guys know, but for now we're waiting on them still. MLB must have sent them out by now. They're stuck in the mail.
Yeah. Exactly. But anyways, all right. Do you fellas have anything else?
Cap'n,
for
Nebraska
tonight?
hours are times 2.5.
Fair.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. All right. Well, it is going to be a crazy, crazy weekend. I don't know if Harrison's got anything going on this weekend. We may pop on for a live, may not. Who knows? Maybe early Sunday while the games are going on, unless he's got, something going on with the kids or whatever. But either way, gonna be a wild weekend. We will recap it sometime on Sunday. So keep your eye out. I'll try to put a message out on the page if we do end up going live on a different time. But other than that, another great show. Thank you. I know I say it every week, and I still don't think you guys appreciate how much we appreciate you guys coming every week and supporting us. It means a lot to us. So thanks for always being there, having our backs. Enjoy some baseball this weekend, and we will see you